Hello and welcome to the third tutorial in the Cocos 2DX version 3 C++ tutorial series. And in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to set up Cocos 2DX on a Windows machine and generate a new project for Android. If you want to do for iOS or Android on a Mac, the first two tutorials cover that. And you don't need to have seen the first two tutorials for this video. This is just how to generate a new project for Windows. So you can just watch this on its own. There's a few things you want to download first. First of all, just go to the Cocos 2DX website. All the required download links will be in the description. I'm going to click download, download version 3 for Cocos 2DX. Then you want to download the NDK, which is the native development kit from Android. Scroll down, select the version for your operating system. I'm on a Windows 64-bit machine, so I've got that downloaded. Next, you want to download ADT to the Android development tools, and you just click download. Click this button, download the SDK. Then you want to download Apache Ant. You want to click binary distributions and the .zip archive, and then finally you need to download Python. Go to their website, click downloads, and you need to download version 2, not version 3. Version 3 doesn't work with Cocos 2DX. You need to download version 2. So once you have them all downloaded, just go to where you've got them stored. I've got them stored on my hard drive in an Android folder, and you want to extract each one of them one by one. While it's extract, this is probably a good time to say, if you do have any questions, and because the entire tutorial series won't be uploaded in one day, feel free to message us and we'll help you as best as we can. Even if we're covering it in a separate tutorial, we will still try and help you when you message us. You can message us at support@sonarsystem.co.uk. There'll be a link in the description, or just message us via YouTube, whichever way is comfortable. What I will do is put a link in the video so you can just skip this extraction process and any of the processes that are quite long. Obviously, if you've already pressed it, then you won't be listening to me. Now the NDK has downloaded, just extract the next item, which is I'm extracting ADT. This is a lot quicker than the NDK, fortunately. Next, going to extract Apache Ant. And finally, Cocos 2DX. Okay, next you just want to install Python. Click install for users, next. Select the default directory, click next. In advanced, there's nothing you need to select here. Okay, click finish. And now we need to open up command prompt. So command prompt, so over here, do cd space. And now we need to drag and drop the Cocos2d-x folder, so we are in this directory. Click enter, and now we need to run this setup Python command. To run that, you do setup.py, click enter, and what it's done is added the Cocos console root as an environment variable. It's looking for ndk root, and for that, you just go back and drag and drop the ndk folder. So it's the one containing all those files and folders. Drag and drop, make sure there's no spaces at the end, click enter. Next he wants the Android SDK root. Go back to ADT, drag and drop the SDK folder. Now make sure there's no spaces at the end, click enter. Finally he wants Ant root, and for that you go to Apache Ant and you drag and drop the bin folder, click enter. And now say just restart the terminal, restart computer to take effect. And if you just close command prompt, most of the time I find that is sufficient. If not, just restart your computer. Click cd space and go back. Just drag and drop our Cocos2d-x. No, that's not the one we want. We want the one inside it. An easy way to find it's working, just run the setup.py again. And what it's done, it's found every single environment variable, so you know that it is working. And now what you need to do is generate a new project. To do that, you type in cocos.py. This is now an environment variable, so you can run it from wherever you want. Cocos.py, new, your project name. I'm going to put tutorial v3 cpp windows, then -p for package. For package, I'm going to put learning.sonar systems.tutorial v3cpp windows, then put -alpha language cpp or Lua if you want to use Lua, cpp for C++, and finally you can do an optional parameter of -d and then where you want to store your project. You can put desktop wherever. I'm going to leave it as default and just have it in the Cocos2d-x project. Click enter, and now it's just creating the folder and it's creating it right here. If you do specify a directory, it'll copy the Cocos2d-x library files into it, which is great, so you don't need to have it linked to the other Cocos2d-x files. So now what we can do is go to our project, type cd space, drag and drop project.android, click enter, and now run build underscore native.py command. So build underscore native.py. And now this is just going to compile Cocos2d-x and our project. Okay, now that's done. You can go back again, and you just want to open up Eclipse, which is ADT, Eclipse, and then this Eclipse executable. Click OK. I just like to leave it as the default workspace. And just get rid of this a second. You can right click and do import or do file, import. Select Android, existing Android code into workspace. Click browse. Go to wherever your project is, and for me it is in the Cocos2d-x directory here. Just select your project folder, click OK. What you want to do is deselect all, then just select your Cocos2d-x library and your project. You don't want to copy projects into workspaces, leave them where they are. Click Finish. Just let them open up. All the errors will disappear on their own. Just right click to make sure that there's no invalid builders. No invalid builders. If there is, remove them. And then what you want to do is right click, run as Android application. Just get another device to record my Android device so you can see it. Okay. Click record. And I'm going to do run Android application. No compatible targets found. I haven't installed the drivers, that's why. That's A-OK. And what you want to do is go to your project folder, go to bin, copy this over. Obviously, you recommend that you install drivers, but I use my Mac as my main development device. Go to internal storage. I'm going to put it in my download folder, and it is called Tutorial Version 3 CPP Windows APK. So if I go on here and I open up a file explorer, and then I go to the download folder, and I open up this APK, install, click open. We have the project that we generated opening. So that's it for generating project. You don't need to do anything else. Just one quick note before we go. What you want to do, every time you do an edit, make sure you run this build_native.py. You can just double click it from here and you'll run it, so you don't need to change directory to it, which is great. Recommended that you clean your project as well, as I've had issues when it hasn't properly updated, then run the build native. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. All the required links will be in the description, and thanks for watching.